Hey everyone, I'm Amy Corstand and I work here at MTSU in housing. We have a few tips for you, a few pieces of information, and then a couple of well wishes for those of you who are headed into isolation and quarantine with us. And we wish you all the best as you are living with us for the duration of your isolation. And make sure that you pay attention to all of these messages that are coming across, because they'll help you out as you're figuring out how to go into quarantine here.
Hi, my name is Deb Sells, and I'm the Vice President for Student Affairs. And I have heard that you are having to go into either isolation or quarantine. Sorry about that. It's going to be okay though. And since it's probably, I hope, your first time going into isolation or quarantine, I want to give you a couple of tips about how to make the most of the time that you've got. First off, it's going to be really important that you establish a routine. And I know it's going to be tempting to sort of just go with the flow, but you need to set a established time that you're going to get up every morning, time you're going to go to bed at night, time that you're going to study and work on your schoolwork, a time that's just for relaxation. But you're going to want to have a schedule so that you can sort of pace yourself during the day. That's going to be really important. You're also going to want to get really organized with your schoolwork. Since you're not going to be able to use the regular cues that you use of being out and about on campus, if you had on-ground classes, you're not going to be able to get to those classes. Instead, you're going to need to really get organized in your apartment so that you're not missing deadlines or missing times that you're supposed to be online in your class. So if you're a visual learner, make a chart, get a schedule set for yourself, so that you keep up with all of your classes. It's easier to keep up than to try to catch up later. You're going to want to stay connected. You may be in isolation, but you don't need to be isolated. So now's the time for you to be using your social media, picking up the phone and calling your friends and family, doing whatever it takes to stay connected to the people who care about you. Now is not the time to be a rugged individualist powering it out on your own. Let the people who care about you, your family and friends, support you and help get you through this. Stay connected and be talking to people. Finally, and this may be hard, keep your sense of humor. I promise that someday this is going to be a really funny story you'll be able to tell about this incredibly strange thing that happened during the years when we were having a pandemic and you were trying to go to college. So watch some funny movies, spend some time on websites that make you laugh, talk to your friends that have the best sense of humor that can just tickle you and make you laugh. Keep your sense of humor. This will go. For some of you, it'll go by very quickly because you'll only be in quarantine for a few days. For others of you, it'll be the full 2 weeks. So you're going to want to have a schedule, get organized, stay connected, keep your sense of humor, and let us know how we can help. Someone else is already going to be talking to you about getting food delivered, so we'll make sure you're well fed. You will not get hungry. We'll be sending meals and snacks too. And if you have any other needs, if you'll call the Womack Lane front desk, somebody from housing will be able to help you. So hang in there. Stay well, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and thank you for what you're doing. Your going into isolation or quarantine helps keep the whole campus safe. And we really appreciate that. So hang in there, and we'll see you back here on campus really soon.
Hi, I'm Sarah Sudak, the Dean of Students, and I'm sure you never imagined that you would be in one of the isolation or quarantine spaces on campus because you're either waiting for a test for COVID or you've been exposed to someone who has COVID. And I know this isn't a fun time and certainly not what you expected, but I really want to thank you for following the advice of student health and listening to housing and moving into these isolation or quarantine spaces. What you're doing now is going to help keep our numbers on campus low so that we can continue to have classes on campus and continue to offer activities and events for students. So I know it's not fun, but we really appreciate what you're doing. I'm the person that's going to help set up your meals for you while you're in isolation or quarantine. And so hopefully you've already told housing if you have any type of dietary restrictions, you need a gluten-free meal or a low sodium. or you have certain preferences. You don't like green beans, you're not a fan of broccoli. If you let us know what your needs are, we'll be more than happy to work with MT Dining and get you the meal that you want and that you need. Our friends at MT Dining are doing a really great job of providing you with a lot of food. You probably won't be able to eat it at one meal, but they realize that even though you're in isolation or quarantine, you may not be sick. And so you really need food to be able to be sustained. So they're going to give you a lot of food at each meal. And they're also going to provide you with some snacks and surprises so that you have things to keep you nourished as you go about your day. It's really important that you stay in your normal routine, that you go to class online, that you do your homework, that you stay connected with family and friends on the phone through FaceTime. Stay in your normal routine as much as possible, and that'll help you get through this time. If you have not already downloaded the Get mobile app, we would encourage you to go to the Google Play Store or the Apple Store and get that app. It's the Get app, G-E-T. It's a Seaboard product, and it will allow you, if you have a meal plan, to connect your meal plan to that app. So you can use your meal plan to get pizza delivered to you from Papa John's. So if you are interested in doing that and ordering pizza every now and then instead of just relying on the food that's being delivered to you, then you'll want to go and get that app, the Get app. Good luck for your time in quarantine. I know you can do this. You've got what it takes. Hopefully it will be a short duration for you. But again, we really appreciate what you're doing to help keep our campus safe. Take care.
Hi there. My name is Leah Lyons, and I'm one of the Associate Deans in the College of Liberal Arts here at MTSU. If you're a student watching this video right now, chances are you're in quarantine and you wish you could be somewhere else. These last several months have been hard on all of us, although I know some have felt a greater impact than others. As MTSU students, don't forget that you have a great network of support all around you. Part of that support team is the faculty. This is my 20th year teaching at MTSU. During my time here, the one thing that has always kept me going is my students. Please don't think for one moment that your professors won't miss you and wonder where you are and how you are if they don't see you in class, on Zoom, or hear from you on a discussion board. Your teachers care about you. Do your best to keep up with your classes during this time. If you're unable to participate in classes, I encourage you to message your instructors and let them know what's going on. We all want you to be healthy, we want you to be successful in your classes, and we want to help you if we can. So let us know how. If you're watching this video right now, chances are there's someplace you'd rather be. But we thank you for respecting the quarantine, prioritizing your health, and protecting our MTSU community.
Well, the first thing you should know is that we miss you. There are people all over campus who miss seeing your face in class, miss seeing you around the residence halls, miss seeing you at the rec center, miss seeing you in Macaulay. We miss seeing you all over the place. So please know that even though you're in there and you are isolated, it doesn't even remotely mean that we have forgotten that you are in there. We miss you. If you have concerns of any sort, any questions at all, and you can't find your sheet of paper that has the list of all kinds of phone numbers on it, call one of these phone numbers. Call the Womack Lane Apartments desk or the Scarlet Commons Apartments desk, and someone there will be able to get you connected to the right person. And if you have any emergencies of any sort, absolutely call the MTSU Police Department. If you are bored, if you are lonely, if you are hungry, if you don't feel good, if anything else is going on, there are several steps that you can take to make sure that you are getting everything you can possibly get in order to make this as easy as possible. Check your email. We are going to be emailing you. People around campus are going to be emailing you with things to do, ways to stay involved, ways to stay connected. So check your email. Look outside your door. We are dropping off meals 3 times a day. We are dropping off snacks that people have put together for you. We are dropping off things that will be fun and surprises. So look outside your door, and it may be that someone has dropped something off for you to make your day just a little bit better. Call someone. Call one of your friends. Call an area desk. Call someone if you need anything. If you are lonely, give one of us a call. FaceTime and connect with your friends, connect with your families, call someone and talk to folks. We want to know how you're doing. And if you don't feel good, then call the nurse triage line. That number is 615-494-7745. Most of y'all have also talked with nurses and doctors at the health center who have given you their contact information as well. So let them know if you're not feeling good, if things are getting worse. Definitely let us know when things are not going well. Let us know how we can continue to help you, because we really do want to. If you're bored, we still have lots of things going on that are virtual. Here are links to two different websites that list events on campus. So check those out and stay involved with the greater campus community. When you have trash, we recognize that you're going to be creating some trash with all of your different to-go containers and other stuff that you may be collecting while you're in quarantine. Set that outside your apartment door on Tuesdays and Fridays by 9 a.m. and we'll get that picked up. We also will replace it with another trash bag, or we will have given you several trash bags right off the bat. So fill up a trash bag, set it outside on Tuesdays and Fridays, and we will get you another trash bag. Hang in there, because this isn't going to be forever. It feels like it's going to be forever, but it's not going to be forever. We care about you. We're excited to see you again, and we want to know how you're doing. Hang in there, and we look forward to seeing you soon.